And who am I here with?
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay.
But my friends call me Twitch.
Got you. So Kevin. Where are you from, Kevin?
Bakersfield, California.
Were you originally born here?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, but I grew up down in LA, Bellflower.
Okay. And how old are you?
Me? 23.
Alright. And stuff. So yeah. So Kevin, how did you end up being in the streets?
I grew up in foster care, spent 15 years of my life in foster care. At 18, they kind of just like gave me a $500 check and booted me out on the street. I had 2 years of high school left. I managed to graduate high school on the streets, but it wasn't easy. I've been out here ever since. I had a brief 2 years where I had a home, I was married, and then I lost my wife in 2016 and my kids. So I've been out here ever since, kind of stuck on autopilot, you know.
Okay. So, how was it for you in high school, being, a foster kid?
Easy. I mean, you get made fun of a lot, bullying kids and whatnot. Being dirty all the time wasn't easy. Every now and again I'd catch a shower, or a bird bath, I should say, at the nearest park.
And what do you have any dreams growing up as a kid?
I did, but being homeless kind of like ruined that, because being homeless, you gotta do what you have to do to survive, which is there's a lot of dark things some people have to do to just to get by. You have addicts out here, there's multiple types of homelessness. You have addicts that are homeless, you have guys that are straight and narrow that are homeless, just in a rough spot in their lives. Me, I'm an addict. My addiction started when I became homeless, and I had nothing to turn to, so I turned to drugs. And sometimes I have to do certain things just to get those drugs.
And what drugs have you done?
Right now I'm struggling with fentanyl, and it's a serious epidemic on the streets. I Narcan at least three people a week, just walking by and seeing somebody overdosing.
Have you ever been to rehab?
Yeah.
And how was that experience?
It was all right, but I just wasn't ready yet.
Got you.
Sobriety's gotta come when you're ready, and some people just aren't ready.
Yeah, they say, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink the water.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
The downfall of homelessness now is a crime. The homeless are being arrested for public nuisance and charged as a public nuisance, when it should not be held as a crime for us to be homeless. It's not a choice that we made. It's something that just happened in our lives,
And
I get it, with a lot of the homeless, a lot of them make messes, they don't clean up after themselves, but there are a lot of us that do, I've had to go get a new ID 3 times in the last year because code enforcement's taking my ID when they take all my stuff. They just come up and take all of our belongings because we're in a certain location. And that's not right. I mean, as people with homes, how would they like it if somebody came and took all of their stuff?
Does that happen often?
It happens very often. I've probably had it happen at least 24 times in the last month.
All right. So how do you how are you treated since living on the streets?
A lot of people treat you differently. Some people frown on you. Some people don't. At one point in my life, I frowned on the homeless up until I became homeless. Then I seen it from the other side of it, and it's a lot different when you once frowned on it, you know. But there are a lot of people that frown on us. I mean, we have guys coming down here on the streets at night, shooting us with paintballs, shooting us with BBs, throwing stuff at us. It just depends. You know, there's a lot of hate towards the homeless around here. Plus, the area we're in doesn't help. You know, a lot of people don't like to see the homeless in their neighborhoods. I mean, a place where we used to find joy in going to is now so secured and strict. It's unreal. St. Vincent de Paul used to be a place for us to go and get away from the streets. Now it's so. The city has frowned on them so much that they're so strict, and it's almost as if they're against the homeless.
Great. Great. Any regrets?
Yes and no. I regret not sticking to some sort of career path. You know, to possibly have avoided being homeless, but at the same time, I have disabilities to the point to where I can't really work. I can't really find a job right now. I've developed severe leg wounds living on the streets from poor hygiene and whatnot, not being able to shower on a regular basis. I would be able to shower regularly had I had code enforcement not taken my ID, because in order to go to these locations that have showers, you have to have identification. You know, and it's not easy to get from one place to get an identification card when you only get two vouchers a year in a year's time for IDs, and then not having an income sucks on buying a $55 ID.
And last question, any life advice?
For those that are homeless, don't think it's your last stop. There are resources out there, you just gotta find them. St. Vincent de Paul here in Bakersfield is a good start. The navigation centers, they seem like a joke, but those are a pretty good resource, I've found out. Don't let those go past. Don't blow a chance at going and staying at those shelters.
Okay, and do you consent for this to be on YouTube?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and by chance, do you have a Cash App, a Venmo, maybe a social media, just in case the viewers want to be able to send you money, be able to contact you for support?
I don't.
Alrighty.
I don't have a cell phone, so it's so hard to keep a phone. I mean, not only that, I lose my belongings to the homeless on a regular basis. I'm losing at least 2 backpacks a week with all my belongings, and it's just to other homeless individuals when you're asleep.
Alrighty, understood. Alrighty. Thank you, Kevin.
Alright, thank you.